So, in the house, it's about a boy in high school who decides to sort of talk his way into um, a classmate's house, and he starts sort of observing him and his life at home and his family, and he starts writing about it, and he gives it to his French teacher, everything he wrote, and it's a French movie, and the only reason I really was that interested in it was because of the director, who was very interesting to me, because he did recently a movie that I loved called Young and Beautiful, and it it certainly became one of my favorite movies, I have to say. And then another one of my favorite movies was from him, Swimming Pool, which is a classic French movie. I think when you say French cinema, I feel like, yeah, Swimming Pool. And he also did Ricky, which I don't even want to get into. That was so awful. I can't believe that he did that. So I'm not even gonna get into that. But I saw the trailer months and months ago, and maybe even couple years ago or something, because this movie's not new. This was the movie before Young and Beautiful. So I saw the trailer and I really wanted to see it, and then I forgot about it. And because it's a French movie, it wasn't really marketed anywhere. So I completely forgot about it. I didn't see it anywhere. So recently I just thought about it and I decided to check it out, and I'm really glad I did because it was great. It was fantastic. The best thing about it really was the relationship between the teacher and the student, and how you're not really sure if what you're seeing is real, if the kid made it up, if what he's writing is true, or if he's lying about everything. So there's really a good amount of mystery in it, which is always nice, and it just keeps you interested. It keeps you intrigued, and it was done in such a way where even the more boring parts weren't as boring as they could have been if they were done differently. For example, obviously the most exciting parts are when Claude, the student, is in the house and is actually observing, and then some of the most, I guess, some of the slower parts, more boring parts, have to do with the teacher and his wife, and them reading the story. But even then, they're still talking about the story and Claude and everything that's going on, so it's still relevant, which I liked. And then by the end, I was really intrigued about how it was gonna end, and I wanted to know where the characters are gonna go and what's gonna happen to them, and I was interested in the relationships that were formed. And it was fascinating to see how this kid really came into this family and sort of really changed everything in that family, even though they don't really know that. And so, it really kept me invested in it. I was emotionally invested, and I wanted to know what was going to happen, and I cared, and I was happy with the end. I think it was really the only way it could have ended, sort of in a realistic way, because I mean, the way things were going, I wasn't expecting something much different than what happened, so I was okay with it. And yeah, there's not much I want to say. It's a French movie, so I don't speak French. I saw it with English subtitles, and because I saw it online, the subtitles were a bit messed up at places, but I still understood it, and I got what they were trying to say. And because it's a foreign movie, I can't really judge the acting. I have a thing with foreign movies where if I don't understand what they're saying, it's really hard for me to judge if the acting is good or not. But I felt like it was. I felt like it was good. I really liked the kid, Claude. I think he was really good. He sort of had that menacing look on his face. He has that interesting face where he's just like, okay, he's got something going on. And then the teacher, I think I've had teachers like this. It was very realistic. I would like to say the characters were a bit ridiculous at times, comedic, but realistic, which I really liked. So yeah, really the best part was the writing, because the directing was sort of normal, I suppose. I really loved the shots where Claude was in the house and he was writing about it, so the teacher and his wife are reading the story and then they jump into it. So Claude would be sitting next to the couch with the family, and then the teacher would come in and be like, did this really happen? I really like those scenes where they sort of jump into the story. I thought it was really well done, really interesting. So, yeah, in the house, there's not much else I can say about it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I'm interested in seeing more movies from the director. Ricky was awful. I mean it. I was tricked into it because there was a cute baby on the poster. That's it. Never again. And then Swimming Pool is one of my favorite movies of all time, and of course Charles Dance is in it from Game of Thrones. And then Young and Beautiful is also fantastic. So I would recommend those along with In the House if you're into French movies. I think these are perfect, the three of them. And you know, they're all stories with a little bit of mystery in them, which is always nice. So yeah, In the House, big thumbs up. It was awesome. It was great. I loved it, and I highly recommend it. Great, great movie. So yeah.